Well, hello there, dear folks and fellow YouTubers. I am Nuclear Skull 7, and in today's video, we will be doing a gaming playthrough video for a fan-made remake of a classic Doom level from Episode 2, The Shores of Hell. The name of that level is Episode 2, Map 4, Deimos Lab, but remade with the much more modern, by comparison, ID Tech 4 Doom 3 graphics engine. I'm just going to go ahead and select options because I'm going to maximize the screen size. Apply changes. Now I apologize if my hair isn't greased and spiked in my usual fancy way, but unfortunately I don't have any hair gel available at the present moment. I'm going to go ahead and load game here. As you can already tell, this is going to be a freaky map with an almost gothic, haunted look to it. Yeah, I would read that at the bottom, but the screen will be loaded up before I could do that. The game, I should say. You can already tell what an awesome and cool level this is going to be.
What did you hope to accomplish by coming here?
And look at that dead corpse of a scientist behind this chair with also cobwebs swirling around him. Also, notice how this part of the ceiling blew up, revealing demonic skull architecture with cobwebs and demonic flesh. There's also a bit of fire emanating from that. Oh, I forget what you call it now. There's health, should we need it, of course, a medikit as it's called in the game. Also notice that demon in the monitor. Now we will be seeing monitors throughout this level with these kinds of demons in them. And boy oh boy, they are awesome. If you will remember those demon heads in the walls above the pits of nuclear waste in that part of the original Doom map, the Deimos Lab, it's that, but remade in more modern graphics, so you have a more realistic idea of what they would really look like if they were real. Gonna clear this giant room here. Still have to kill each other a little bit. Now that it seems to take him out there. Find out where that Zizek left his shotgun. And of course there's an imp coming my way before I can do that. Okay. How do you throw this shotgun, I wonder? Now, notice this computer console where it says activate sentry. Unfortunately, that does not actually activate the sentry. But it's there for cool looking effect though, mark my words. Gonna call lift, and then raise lift. Perhaps an armor shard there. Oh, and look at this. Demonic torsos with the flesh and the organs exposed. Oh, nasty. And you will see that this is a demonically transformed room with satanic candles. Grab a double barrel shotgun. Take on not only the Caco demon, but these pinkies as well. I'm gonna go over here in what is a secret area, and I know all the secret areas in this level, as I know this level like the palm of my hand. I will show you them all, so you can do just that also, once you know this level as well. Once I've showed you this level, I should say. Oh, and notice those floating satanic candles. And if you look closely, there's swirling souls of the damned swirling around them. Not to mention blood of the damned slowly but surely coming down the demonically transformed walls there. Oh, and notice this object with a brain on it, which raises the question, was that there for scientific purposes, or did the demons put it there? You'd guess scientific, considering how it's a perfectly intact replica of a brain, but who knows? Maybe the demons put it there just to be extra awful and evil. There's another one, this time without a brain. Oh, and there's again some more blood coming down the walls. And you'll notice that metal ceiling, it's a sort of an unsettling reminder that this place used to be a normal, man-made sci-fi facility. Nope, that all changed after the demonic invasion. Notice how it still has lights coming down from the ceilings, though. Now that's spooky. Go to the lower lift. Killed that imp with a simple but powerful pistol. Oh, notice that skeletal spirit going across this pit of liquid nuclear waste. It's shallow, but it's deadly, so we want to step on these rectangular objects, or whatever you call them, because luckily they won't be able to kill you right away. Because it's nuclear waste, you will also notice radiation symbols warning you of them. And also this one here, more specifically saying radiation, authorized personnel only. Use my double-barrel shotgun to kill that imp there. You'll also notice something really freaky is how the liquid radioactive waste seems to heave up and down as if it were a person breathing. I don't know if it's just meant to do that because of a technological thing in the system, or if that's because of supernatural forces from hell itself having an effect on it. Oh, and notice the radiation symbol on this part of the wall leading to that room there. We will go over there, but first I have another place to show you guys. And here's another little corridor between nuclear waste pits. This time with the same demons in them, but skeletal and dead-looking. Not to mention demonic flesh as well. This is the end of it. The bloody skeleton, no doubt. Oh, and look at what I'm pointing at there with the arrow. That's another computer monitor, this time with the same demon, with the same sunken blood-red eyes and black lips. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna go to the same area that I showed you with the arrow, but up close and personal. You'll also notice the freaky sound. That is of a zombie moaning, growling. Oh, and notice how these glass canisters have ghostly demon flesh going through them. Now that is nasty and freaky. That's why I love it. And notice how the demons in the monitors above the pits of nuclear waste. Here's another little corridor with demons and monitors. Not to mention a blood-red skeleton. How the heck does it manage just to stay up there? Must be magical, demonic, supernatural forces. Oh my gosh, and look at how freak. Now we're seeing that other corridor room that I was in, but this time from the other one that I showed you. Notice those cobwebs on the top of that room up there that I'm pointing at. And this nuclear waste creating this spooky, foggy sort of effect. Now that is awesome. Perfect level to play on Halloween. There's a meta kit should you need it for later on. And I'm going to clear out this room of enemies here. Ah, he got me, unfortunately. Ah, thank you there, platform, for smashing him for me. Makes life just a tiny bit easier. Let me do that. And of course it spawns more enemies after that. Yeah! Okay, I'm just gonna grab some armor there that's in that pitch black corridor, and I'm gonna hit this flammable barrel and blow it up so it can't be a problem later on. And now notice if you shoot that monitor there, it will open up a new room for us, which is also another secret area. First, we've got some enemies to take out. Pinky Demon plus a chainsaw zombie. Not to mention a Kako Demon as well. I'm just gonna take him out with our chainsaw. Yeah! We've got an invisibility sphere. Not only that, a chain gun. And notice that demonically transformed room over there with the med kit with the satanic imagery on it. We won't be able to extract health from that because, of course, it's taken over by demonic supernatural forces. You'll also notice that silvery object over there. That's where that alarm sound is emanating. Notice this really creepy Darth Vader-ish breathing sound. It's coming from this room below here, which we will be exploring somewhat near the end of this level. You will see what kind of enemy is making that noise, for those of you perhaps who have never played or seen Doom 3 until now. We will also be exploring that room as well. Awesome. It's not until you see a classic Episode 2 Shores of Hell map remade in more modern Doom 3 graphics that you realize how dynamically gothic and demonic these levels are. Once you do see that. And of course there's another skeletal demon in the monitor, like we saw in that one corridor. Yeah! First we're gonna go here, blow up that imp with that barrel, so he won't be a problem. Fortunately, he's also got a chainsaw zombie. First I'm gonna reload, and then I'm gonna have a chainsaw. Come on, boy. Yeah, awesome. Just making sure I've got what I need from there. And here's another room to clear out of enemies. Gonna reload my weapon, and I'm gonna take out this fat zombie with the chainsaw. Now, notice how I can't go through. Notice that I can't go through this room yet, and that's because I don't have a blue key yet. We will get there. First, let's grab our ammo pack. I was definitely kind of needing that as I was running a little low on ammo there, no doubt. Okay. Notice this metal glass canister with ghostly demonic flesh going through it in a see-through fashion. Ooh, yeah, awesome. There's blood red lights shining above from the ceiling above. Whoa. And of course there's another demon in the monitor there. Now here's a demonically transformed door. The bloody skeleton. Taking out the simple double barrel. That Pinky Demon.
Welcome to your death.
I'll use my chain gun to take out this Hell Knight here, because I need to give my chain gun a little bit to it again. Not just the shotguns, of course. A bit dodgy, if you're not going to be the first to admit. Notice those fires started with that flaming skeleton. Whoa. Okay, so we're gonna have to go through here. We're gonna call lift, then raise it again. Now, notice what I'm pointing out with my pistol there. That's the blue key card we will need to grab. There's a zombie that comes up from the nuclear waste there. Luckily, an exploding barrel will be enough to take him out. Oh my gosh, look at that fleshy demonic growth and the demons in the monitors above the pits of atomic waste that I showed you earlier. There's another giant glass canister with invisible demonic flesh seen in it. Awesome. Hey, there's a smiling devil. obviously you don't want to be sitting under those things, because yes, they will smash you to bits. It's no coincidence that it says die on it. And notice if we go back here, a trite will come up from that hole in the ceiling. We will go there, of course. Hit quick save in case I'm killed. I'm gonna go here. I'll just use my chainsaw to take out these zombies. More zombies, but I'll take them all out with the chainsaw. Ah, notice this glowing blood red room with the demon in the monitor and this red skeleton with cobwebs around it. Look at those lights. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's freaky and awesome. Such a dynamic level. This is my favorite, absolute favorite Doom 3 level of all time. And the reason for that is because of how gothically dynamic and demonic it is. That's why I love it. And I'm gonna take out that Caco demon over there before I proceed, of course. Ah, he got me. And even in this creepy room, there's some meta kits, should you need them, of course. As I got them, of course, as I was needing them. In that haunted-looking room. And even once we've killed that Caco demon, we'll have some lost souls to deal with. Somehow I wasn't aiming at him as effectively as I could have. Now, just so I'm gonna quick save. Now, notice this steel bridge that has ghostly, see-through demonic flesh through it. And plus, cobwebs from trites, no doubt. There's a radiation sign in that metal wall. And there's a lot of supplies there, should you need it. And I've got more than enough, of course. And notice that berserker there. First, let's take a moment to admire this fan with the fog coming out of it. I'm going to go down here and grab that berserker, because I'm going to use it to take out some enemies here. And I'm going to use my berserker to kill these peepees. Come on, boy. Die for me. Ah, and I somehow managed to take out both the trite and the Maggot with my shotgun in one fell blow there. Sometimes you gotta kill two birds with one stone, as the saying goes. But somehow I think the Berserker powered up my shotgun in that way. Awesome. Oh my gosh, admire the beauty of this demonically transformed room. Mass appeal madness eats your brain. Notice the spinal cord tissue taking over, plus the flesh beneath the glass and metal. Behind them, I should say, this fleshy stuff. And there's a demon skull with red eyes that flicker on and off. Also look at this haunted-looking piece of machinery with the red light and the fog-like steam coming out of the metal grate. And notice how I mentioned that this object here is making a creepy alarm sound of various sorts. And of course, here's some flaming piece of metal machinery where it says Octun above it, and that fan from the ceiling making some lighting. And of course, as I said before, we can't use this health station for health because hell has transformed it, of course, as it now has a satanic screen in it with a pentagram and blood, plus faces and agony of damned souls. We're gonna go across here. There's a skeleton on top of that. And we're gonna go over here, because we're gonna go to that one lab room. And this is the blue key door that I was talking about. That's where we're going, of course. And there's some more enemies coming our way, no doubt. Yeah. I cleared up that area of enemies. Now, notice what happens to the screen with the demon skeleton in it. It rises and raises, and we get an archvile as such. Whoa, I just barely dodged that fireball myself. Almost dead, I think. Yeah. There's a med kit, should you need it, of course. And I'm gonna use my chain gun to take out that big, ugly Hell Knight. Oh, yeah. Oh, and notice how where that computer screen used to be, this shows a satanically transformed room with a dead body hung upside down from a satanic position. And there's flesh inside of this computer monitor screen, the pentagram. Because clearly, it looks like, anyway, that used to be just a normal computer screen. Alright. We're gonna go through here. We've got to be careful as we're going to be met by Zizek zombies. I'll just take him out and snipe them from this safe place over here. I'm going to reload. Going to look at where he dropped his shotgun. Ah, over there, I somehow thought. And here's a bag of ammo, should y'all need it. Southerners would say in the south. Okay, now notice this door. We will need a yellow key to open that door. Luckily for us, it's over there. First, let's wait for this metal platform to come down and then up. Then quickly go grab it. And, of course, a Hell Knight spawned. But instead of wasting ammo on him, we're going to let the rising and lowering platform kill him for me. That way you can kill him and save ammo at the same time. Also, beneath the grates of this metal floor, you'll see satanic blood beneath it, of course. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Now, the reason I'm running my chainsaw here is when we open this door, the zombie comes through. And voila, took him out. Ah, we can see the room we were in more or less near the start of this level. Awesome. Ah, and there's another metal and glass canister with see-through demonic flesh. And if you get to a certain part of it, not only do you see this skeleton hanging from upside down, but also more monitors with smiling demons in them. And I'm just gonna snipe the enemies from a safe distance here. Notice how when I killed that zombie commando in this corridor here, there's a demonic roaring sound and plus spirits coming out of the corridor there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open this door, but I'm not gonna go there just yet. You know why? Because we're gonna go through here first. Because in one of those rooms is a BFG 9000, which I will use to help take out a archvile more quickly. It's weird that this is a fan-made Doom 3 level, but I think it's, in a lot of ways, kind of almost what Doom 3 should have been. Better made than some of the actual levels in the campaign for me. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab this BFG 9000 cells. And yeah. Now I'm gonna save it for a different part of the game, of course. Quick save in case I'm killed by both of these cacodemons. Whoa! Oh yeah. Oh, and there's another demon in the monitor, this time with some skeletal architecture intermingling with the main man-made metal base. Ooh. And skeletal demon in the monitor there, of course. And over here, Actually, I'm gonna go here first. Or no, that's not how you get there. First, I'm gonna go here for one thing. I am in dire need of some health, and yet I found another secret area. Notice how beneath the liquid nuclear waste, there's no longer metal, but instead demonic, kind of rocky architecture. Jump across. It hurt me a little bit, but hey, thank God, not by much. We have to move across that quickly, because yes, that will really damage us if we're not careful. Some more demonically transformed man-made metal architecture. Yes. We'll kill them one at a time as they each rise up. That's just what the heck I did. Mass appeal madness eats your brain. Whoa, awesome. Alright, see that fleshy stuff in the spine? Whoa, yeah. And this is the room where that breathing sound was emanating from. And I use those barrels to blow them up, of course. This is where we will find yet another secret area. Of course, we have to jump across the nuclear waste there, no doubt. Notice that toxic waste below the metal grates with the radioactive stuff floating above it. Again, moving up and down as if it were a human being or creature breathing. And there's, of course, a piece of armor, should you need it, no doubt. There's a skeleton hanging upside down. And notice how these stairs have blood seeping down it. First I'm going to take out these enemies, but there's another secret room for us to explore. Notice how this shows some previous rooms we have been to. We go all the way over here. That's the room, of course, that had the alarm sound. But let's take a moment to admire the demons and the monitors first. Whoa! I'm gonna go down this ladder because this is another secret room. Notice the skeleton of this dead guy. This was most likely his. But because he's deceased now, he will no longer need it, so we can take the plasma gun from him, of course. We're gonna go through this satanic-looking teleporter. So I want to make sure you know how to take that out, the BFG 9000. I'm going to go all the way down this fleet of stairs, of course. There's Caco demons in those metal and glass orbs. We'll have to take them out, so we're going to let them loose. And of course, we'll have to take out imps spawning from those demonic teleporters. Now you'll notice, you'll find the reason why I'm running my BFG 9000, because here comes an Archvile. That way you can kill him more quickly, and voila, he wasn't able to spawn any enemies. And we're gonna now go all the way up here, because eventually we will have to deal with cherubs for the first time in this level. Don't want that for the time being. I'm gonna go back up here. And then I'm gonna go back to the beginning of the level, because there's a few things we will need to grab. Plus take out some enemies. Although, This is the first time we actually fight cherubs. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. They'll be done with eventually, but they take a while for them to fully die, of course. Man, there's a lot of them. Luckily, I didn't get hit once, of course. It's about time I gave the plasma gun a little love, too. Where should we go to go grab a medikit? Okay, there's a blood red skeleton hanging from upside down. Ah, there's a medkit. I was definitely needing that. I'm gonna go ahead and let's give upside down man a little bit of a goodbye before we leave. How you doing there, son? Hope you're doing fine, even if you're damned technically for all eternity. Those sort of stitched up, fleshy looking stuff, those are nasty. Oh yeah. Oh, had to reload my shotgun there. There's some more demons in the monitors there, of course. Can't really save. Now, the reason I'm coming back here is I have something I want to show you guys. Because if you illuminate it with the flashlight, you'll notice how those are both coming down from skeletal architecture that, of course, used to be man-made metal, no doubt. Notice, report all injuries at once. Die, it says written in blood. And of course, I've used up all the meta kits in this area. Hey there, Smiley, how the hell are you doing there, buddy? Yes, literal hell, since this place is being taken over by hell. Okay. So we're gonna go back here. We're gonna be more careful, of course, because we won't have the Berserker. Oh my gosh, notice how the orange color of that glowing, flickering, satanic pentagram color contrasts with the green nuclear waste. We're gonna go back through here. The fleshy growth, no doubt. And there's that one of those familiar radiation symbols we saw at the beginning of this map, no doubt. We're gonna go back here. But that's not the end of the level, of course. You'll go to that end where that archvile was, in that giant room. Alright. And here comes a trite, and I'm gonna use my pistol to take it out. Voila, he's done with, I'm afraid. Pistols are very good in some ways at taking out trites. There's no question about it. And there's the demon in the monitor there. Hey there, buddy. It's good we meet again. Ah, there's the UAC on that giant metal and glass object. We're gonna go back here through this little corridor because there are maggots that spawn from over there once we do that. Come on. Cowards. There will be another one, but that'll be the last one. Notice how the demonic flesh is taking over parts of this room's metal walls. Whoa, that's freaky. Some more fleshy, demonic stuff taking over. And look at how it does that as well. Oh my gosh. Don't want to go too far, because unfortunately, yeah, in case I didn't mention, those are some more giant metal glass canisters with see-through flesh going through them. Yeah. And notice those grated ceilings with those yellow lights on them going on and off in a fiery-looking fashion. Here's this familiar room we've been to. There's a skull with lights flickering on and off with the bright red colors. Whoa. Love this level, it's so awesome. There's a familiar alarm sound. Alright. There's that skeleton over there. Let's give our damned friend here one last visit before we try to exit the level. How you doing there, buddy? I hope eternal damnation's treating you okay in the afterlife, even if you're, again, a damned soul. Now, yes, we can go through here, but we need to be careful because there are now cherubs that have spawned with dust. Yeah, we gotta be careful. Judicious. And voila, I managed to take them out. Notice how if you look at certain areas of this glass, there's giant glass floors, as well as grated metal floors where you can see a giant pit of nuclear waste beneath it. Whoa, awesome. Notice that. Not just the green stuff that floats, but also like what you see in that recycling level of the Doom 3 campaign as well. Just let's take a moment to notice that. Whoa, yeah. Awesome. Sorry, I've got to stop to admire the atmosphere in this game. Those are satanic-looking teleporters, of course. And as usual, we got demons in the monitors, smiling evilly back and forth, but hey, I think they're awesome. Some of them are smaller, too, but still scary. Whoa, awesome. You'll notice how high up that ceiling is. That's a big, big old room, of course. And now, we're gonna go through this satanic-looking teleporter. First, let's look at that flesh through the metal and glass of that ceiling. Some demonic brick, of course. And we're gonna go through this demonic teleporter. Let's watch what happens. Excellent. Notice that giant biomechanical demonic platform that does spawn enemies, of course, like trites, and then eventually something else much bigger. Won't say yet, just to keep it a surprise for you guys. And this is the last room in the whole level. Ah, and that's a giant mancubus. Die, boy. He is done with it. Oh yeah. And that's that of those enemies spawned from that biomechanical corridor. I mean, object, I should say, yeah. Notice that eye and that cord there connected to the cord. Oh, that is disgusting. But awesome, but that's why I love it, of course. And this is a room that's been fully taken over by hell, pretty much, with very little man-made stuff left. In fact, look at this torso candle, or torch. Whoa, with fire coming from it. One of the last remaining bits of man-made architecture. We're gonna go through here. We're gonna press this man-made switch that says conduit access. But notice how it doesn't raise man-made metal, but demonic brick. And of course, I've cleared up the whole level pretty much of enemies, no doubt. Okay, and I'm gonna just take one more moment to admire the look of this room, no doubt. awesome, freaky level. Now, the reason I'm riding my plasma gun is because we have just one more little trike to fight with. He's the last level. I mean, he's the last enemy in this level we will have to fight. Alright. You found 90% of the secret areas, which is why we've got to find one more secret area. One with this house fan. You could say as a little reward for defeating all the enemies and pretty much beating the entire level, no doubt. And well, that's about the end of the level, as it will now say not 90% discovered, but 100% of the secret areas discovered. And I'm gonna go ahead and press exit. Something cool though happens, watch. Whoa, yeah. Shows you what you've all been through pretty much. Now that I think about it, it was a rather intense experience playing through this level. That's where we were at the beginning, no doubt. Whoa, Octoon. Yeah. Excellent. Awesome. Bet you the character who plays is glad to be done with this level, pretty much. Don't see why not. Oh my gosh, this is the last room we went through before that demonically transformed room, of course. Oh yeah. This is the very last room of the entire level. Some more demonic corpse, torso torches. Ah, there's this narrow little corridor. Whoa, yeah. This is the freakiest level I think I've ever done in a gaming video. Stop and think about it. Yes, you could say the mission was quite like going through hell, but you are back from it, so what the fuck? You are alive, all you want to do is get back to Earth, go back home, and forget about what happened to your buddies from the UAC security. Forget about the Deimos Labs. Maybe you'll get a new assignment. Somewhere nice, somewhere like Phobos, perhaps. Awesome. Well, folks, I believe that will end this walkthrough video for this awesome fan-made Doom 3 map. And remember, if you like this video, please hit the like button below. And if you want to see more of my videos, please hit that subscribe button below. And I will see you all later, folks. Till next time, though, my name is Nuclear Skull 7, and I will see you all when I see you all in the next videos. Amen.